All right, guys, this is today's little project in this backyard with the skid steer. I cleaned out this backyard back in like November of this past year, and what had happened here, this backyard had gotten overgrown for quite a few years, and then a tree had fallen right here. It had like kind of was a pine that had kind of topped. The top had fallen over into here. The power company came and removed their side of it, but left the top part. They just cut it up and then left it in this backyard. There was a whole bunch of other stuff, root mat and limbs and pieces of the other trees. There was some other these bushy trees over here that were overgrown. I've ripped out one of them, one or two of them. So we got to get all this and as much of that, and that's mostly dirt and a little bit of small roots, but that's mostly dirt. That's all limbs and parts of that pine. And I've got a 30-yard dumpster right here, and I got to get as much of that into. So we're gonna just grab as much as we can and fill this 30-yard dumpster up and see how much it'll hold, and try to get this backyard cleaned up. I don't know if I'm probably not going to be able to get all of that in this 30-yard dumpster. That's a lot right there, but we'll get as much as we can today and see what it looks like. By the way, the access back here is super tight. They told me not to really worry about this old trampoline, but I'm not hitting it. I kind of just nudge it over a little bit, but the fence is pretty rotten too, so I took out a section of it. I saved it. It's right here, though it's all pretty rotten. Not much of it can be saved really, but I took it out, but it's tight through here, and I kind of gonna have to go over that stump there. I may take the chainsaw and cut that down, make my life a little easy and not tear up my tracks too much. But I gotta kind of to make my way out this way and then come back forward and try to get into the dumpster. So access is tight, but we'll make it work. All right, guys, that's a wrap for this quick little project. I sifted as much of the roots and stuff out of that pile, because this pile over here was the branches and the logs and stuff. That was mostly dirt with a little bit of roots and mat in it, and I sifted as much of that out as I could, and then I just kind of did a rough grade in here and rolled it down. Nothing permanent. This backyard is by no means a finished project. My homeowner, who's actually a really good, close personal friend of my family, of mine, basically like family, she needs to get, this fence is like, it's rotten, it's done, no telling how old it is, so it needs to get replaced. So that's next on the list. So may have to, considering the vines and the growth and everything, may have to come in here with a machine and rip that thing out and cut some of this stuff back, but that's for another day. But just kind of got this looking decent. There's still some ruts right here a little bit, but I can't do much with that, but nothing earth-shattering. But it looks a lot better in here now. Don't have a big pile of, or two big piles of stuff. And I raked this out over here. I still got to blow it off. There's a big thunder cloud coming right now, and it's thundering, and I'm probably gonna be putting the machine on the truck in the rain. But I got all this raked out, got it looking good, got the ruts out, got everything in the dumpster, make sure nothing's sticking out. I'll put you guys up, you can kind of see. So we basically pretty much filled up a 30-yard dumpster with all of that. So, but that was perfect. She asked me, what size dumpster should I get? I was like, get the biggest one. She's got 30 yards, bring that one. That's the, you know. Thank you to Dumpster Girl LLC for providing the dumpster. Appreciate that. I was gonna get my boy Travis to come over here from Southern Disposal, but I don't think he has 30 yarders. I don't think he has ones this big. So my friend, she knows this girl, apparently. I guess they're good friends, so they brought us this nice 30 yarder. So this is wonderful. So if you're in the Horry County area and need a 30-yard dumpster, these are the people to call. Don't get mad at me, Travis. I still love you too. So all right, well, that's a wrap for that. I'm gonna load this bad boy up. It looks like I've sprung a little bit of a leak right here, and this case drain head's been leaking a little bit, but there's some oil back here, and that's probably coming out of somewhere in here. I've already checked on trying to replace one of these heads before, well, actually this one, and you can't get just that little piece because it just screws into this main fitting right here. This whole thing is proprietary, so it's like from John Deere, and it's like 500 bucks. So we'll see. I'll get it back to the shop and take a look at it and see what's sprung a leak. Maybe it's just an O-ring in there. Maybe I can just unscrew something, put a new O-ring or something in it. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, well, I hope you guys are having a good weekend. The rain is coming, so I'm getting out of here. Later.